And I have a really interesting topic today to talk about underreporting income. Man, that's a big topic, right? I know that as a small business owner, and the scariest thing for you is to hear someone says, you are underreporting income. Because what does that mean? That means you owe more taxes. That means you're going to be audited. That means you're doing things not right. And that just means a slew of things that making you lose sleep. And especially if you hear your accountant talking to you like that, we think you're not reporting your income. Tell me the truth. There's really not much of going on in terms of hiding income from hoarding the cash. It doesn't happen that way anymore. Pandemic had changed the way we are dealing with cash, didn't it? And how many times, and you will hear people saying that, oh, the business is different. Now everything is online, the payment is online, and that we don't see cash anymore. And even bank branches are closing because of what? Because there's no customer to go in to deposit cash or check. Everything is electronic. So with that in mind, so related to income, however money goes in and how that shows up, how the reporting goes, how is your accountant conclude that you're underreporting income? This is what we want to explore today. I want to explain to you why other people say that to you. Then you will know what to do in your business to mitigate that risk and make sure that you're reporting income properly. And when you don't report that deposit, you know exactly why, not because you're hiding, because that is what it is not your income. Now, let's see, and I want to share screen with you. All right, no responsibilities disclaimer, and that is always important. And you don't want, internet is so convenient, right? For me, it's so convenient. I come online, I talk to you, I tell you what I think. And are you gonna use what I show you here and to defend yourself in the court case? No, you don't want to do that. You just want to use our knowledge to beef up your understanding. If our knowledge we give you and make you wonder, think is not right, do your own research, because it's really important to make sure that you know what you got from internet is valid. And the places I get knowledge on internet, a lot of times I tell my folks that I just get it from irs.gov, and it's not, or the state website, federal website, and all these authoritative website. And I don't go to some talk shows and to get information because, it could be outdated and it's not reliable. And now let's get to our core issue here, business income. What is a business income? We don't need that definition. But what I want to define is how the income arriving to you. So when you are in business, there's many ways to get money, right? You get money deposited in your bank account and through credit card settlement. So those kind of income you are getting, and you are also getting a form at the end of year called 1099K. Am I right? And PayPal, the same thing. So all of these online income you're getting get deposited into your bank. Then you also get a confirmation at the end of year. Do you know what that end of year confirmation does? That piece of paper also went to IRS. It's under your business's EIN number. So IRS knows how much you're getting from your credit card payment, from your PayPal payment, and all of these third-party payment that come through to you online. There's another way getting money into your bank account, of course, by ACH. ACH stands for Automatic Check Clearance House. Okay, so it is an old term in the banking world where you don't need to write a check, but it's automatic check clearance. So if, let's say, you pay utility and you actually just let them ACH you, right? because you say, oh yes, just take money out of my account. You sign that piece of paper that every month when utility bill comes, you don't need to pay. They say don't pay. It's already ACH from your bank account to them. So that is how the utility company make income. They got that ACH payment from you. Then of course, electronic fund transfer between the companies, right? Or between the people you serve. So let's say if you sold something to overseas and they electronically fund you, give you the money into your bank account, that's your income, right? So those are income with the tracking that we knew who sent that to you and who one that arrived your bank account. So you know that. Of course, checks. People come to write the checks, and so you deposit that. Of course, cash. People come in with a load of cash and put it right in front of you, and you have it. That's your business income. A lot of times, especially nowadays, when you go to bank to deposit cash, the bank charges you for the amount of cash you deposit. So some of our business owners don't want to deposit the cash because they don't want to pay money for depositing cash. So in that case, you would have to make a good, clear record of your business income, right? And you would know that, okay, cash is here and I have this much in the safe. I also going to tell you, it is not a good idea to keep cash in your business or at your home. I'll tell you why. And I have a client, this is not a fake story, this is a real story. The client runs a grocery store and he does cash checking kind of business as well with the grocery store. So every time regularly when customer pays cash to buy groceries and that cash goes in the big safe, that safe is like very big. And so many years ago, I went to the location, I look at the safe, I go, is that safe? I mean, is that okay to be here? Oh, yes, it is good. Nobody can take it. It's so big, so it's safe. Okay, fine. And several years later, and that particular safe with $55,000 cash in there, and it got taken out by some people at night. So it's completely, the whole thing disappeared, not even just, cash disappeared. So I want to say that cash is always a risk because cash has no labeling. You can't tell who has the cash and they can take your cash and spend it. So you want to make sure that you don't keep the cash in your business and you want to deposit the cash into your business. So it's become part of your business income, right? So now we kind of identified what are the business income. Of course, in terms of how you make money, that's your story. And today we're just talking about how you get paid. You get paid by credit card, by third party, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, however you got paid, ACH, electronic fund transfer, check, and the cash, right? Cash, of course, includes money order, traveler's check, all of these instruments are regarded as cash. I want to, again, give you a concept. If you receive the money order, and that is less than $10,000, it is equal to cash. But if you receive the money order, that is more than 10,000, that is not cash anymore, that is regarded as a check or as a electronic deposit or whatever. So it is not regarded into the cash. If someone asks you, what is your cash receipt ratio in your business, you should not count those money orders that is over 10,000. Okay, just a side note for you. So now we understand the method of how money arriving to us, right? Because this is necessary to understand why you are underreporting income, because your accountant is a neutral party. Your accountant should not be working for IRS. They are working for you. You pay for the service. They're doing a good service for you. For them to say you're underreporting income, they're coming out of a good place. They're coming out of a place to protect you. They're coming out of place to tell you that I have a big difference between this and that. I don't know what that is, so I want you to tell me, is that underreporting of income? So let's examine why that would happen, right? So first of all, I want to define what your accountant do for you. So because you hire your accountant for different services. So here, and you can hire your accountant roughly for 3 different things. So you hire accountant for helping you doing bank reconciliation, so that you would no longer need to count expenses and income on your own at the end of the year. Your accountant just going to have it on their own. So that is what you hire the accountant for. You also can hire accountant to do, not to do accounting, because you're so good with QuickBooks, you can do it yourself, but you hire your accountant to just file sales tax and income tax for you, right? So that's another way to do it. Then you also can just hire your accountant to do payroll for you. And what else? You hire your accountant. And a lot of our clients are hiring us for all of this, plus business consultations and the tax planning things, which is more of expanded service to have us be on the ground with you. So we know exactly how your business runs. Sometimes we don't just change your business, just book your business transactions. We actually change your business process to make it more tax efficient and also time efficient, right? So now let's see if you have an accountant do this for you. So why is your accountant saying you're underreporting income? So let's look at that. You know, a lot of times your accountant who does accounting for you, and you give them the bank login and you say goodbye to them for the whole year, right? You don't want to, you don't want to know what they're doing. I already give you the bank login. You know everything what I'm doing. And why don't you just report all the income? Why are you talking to me like that? And this is the difference. When the accountant has your bank login and looking at your bank activities, and they look at the total deposit, a lot of accountants, okay, not our accountants in our firm, but a lot of accountants, they simply equal your total deposit to income. They're just saying that, okay, now I have your accounting, now I have your bank here, and whatever you put in the bank, it is your income. Whatever you take it out is your business expense. That's the simplest way to approach that, okay? Often is wrong, because your deposit can be many things. They're not all income. So here I want to say that your total deposit normally does not equals to your income, normally, okay? Why do I say that? Of course, your deposit is business related income first. So it is you're making money, so deposit coming in, but your deposit could also be the loan you give out to your sister, and she now is paying you back. So you loan from your business account, you loan your sister $5,000, and last year, and this year she gave you a $5,000 check, you deposit to your bank. That can easily be taken in as income, am I right? But that's not your income. That is your loan paid back from your other parties. And your the new loans that you made and coming from the bank. So maybe you just had a line of credit with the bank. So whenever you short of money, the line of credit will give you the money into deposit. That's not your income. If your accountant is not paying attention, they add all of these to your, and you're not under reporting income, you're over reporting income. And worse, you will be like, okay, I owe so much more taxes. Then of course you're gonna go on a vicious cycle of making money, paying money, making money, paying money, nothing left. And we have small businesses, many, just going through that vicious cycle. Made money, spend it all, made money, spend it all, and coming to their household, there is nothing coming to their household. They're living still the same. They didn't really benefit from the hard work they're doing, okay? So 2 examples, loan paid back by your sister and loan you just got from the bank that deposits to your bank account. Those are not income. And also, they're not income when you receive a big check, let's say company, you're gonna build my house, okay? 250,000 total, that's my house gonna be. And then you ask me to give you a down payment so you can start up that business. I give you 50,000, you deposit in your bank. Is that your income? No, that is not your income. You haven't even started building my house yet. That 50,000, if I cancel my contract, you would have to give it back to me. It's actually your liability. It's not your income. So keep in mind, your customer, which you haven't even performed the service yet, that's not income. That is your liability. So no wonder your total deposit cannot equals to your income because you have all of these deposits. So now if your accountant doesn't know that, so they will add up all these deposits as your income. And then they come up with $1 million income for you in the year. And it says that with all the expenses you have a $500,000 profit. You sit there goes, no, I didn't make that much. And you can look at my sales tax. I didn't make that much. And your accountant answer will be, then you underreported income because I did a bank statement. How could I be wrong? No, your accountant can be wrong. Not because your accountant is not smart. I refuse to admit that my team are not smart. And it is because you did not communicate with your accountant to tell them that, look, that deposit I got for 50,000, that is the house I'm going to build for Ying. Haven't even started yet. So that is not my income. Your accountant know what that means. That is unearned revenue. They know what to do. You need to tell them that that's not your income, right? What about government grants? You got a bank. Is that your sales? No. And that should never even show up on your income statement. So, yeah, right? You get what I'm saying because your accountant is going to add everything up. If they're not really involved with your business, they don't understand the loan payment you got. They don't understand the unearned revenue piece. They only know that you got a deposit equals to total sales. So now don't fool yourself. Know that this kind of accounting work is important. You need to explain to your accountant what happened to your deposit. So you are not being labeled as underreporting income. I have a client came to our firm because with the previous accountant and the bank deposit is always so much bigger than the sales tax and the sales they made. So the accountant just always said that, well, you're underreporting income. I can't do your accounting anymore. And why are you having so much deposit and you always report very little sales? What's going on with that? And our client is also very confused. No, I didn't. I gave you. And why I have so much deposit? You know what turned out to be? You think it would be funny because the spouse's salary is also deposited into the business account. And they never knew that just because that deposit was given to the spouse's employer a long time ago. And they used to operate that business under sole proprietor. So it's under their personal name. Then after the business grow up and moved on and they didn't move on, they still have that bank account. Then all the deposit that was counted as sales. And the accountant was saying that they're underreporting income because when I did the bank rec, they have a lot more money. And actually it all belongs to the spouse's salary. So those are the things happens to your bank account. And you don't want your accountant to lose confidence for you because if I am your accountant, I really want you to do things up and up. I want to see you report everything. And there's so many deposits going on in your bank account. I want to know which one is not from your customer. So that way we can actually bank record properly, move the one that doesn't belong to sales into liability and move the one that belongs to sales into your income. Then you will be perfect matching with your income, right? The other way, the accountant to come around goes, no, you just seems to be underreporting your income. So this is what happens. When you hire your accountant, only do sales tax for you. And you don't really, they don't get involved with anything else. They do sales tax, they do income tax for you. So accounting wasn't done. They're not aware of your deposit side of story. So when you receive one at the end of the year, you give them a 1099K and it shows $3 million. But on the sales tax reporting, it only had a $2 million sales tax sale. The sales that related to the sales tax was reported. So no one, nobody gonna come here say you're good. And including your accountant, the auditors from the government, they all gonna say that, why are you having $3 million deposit, but you only reported 2 million as your sales and 2 million as your income to report income tax on? So that would be ultimate, standard, rudimentary, basic, essential question a auditor would ask you. When auditor come to your business, they don't need you to tell them how much money you make. They ask your bank statement. Why do they ask your bank statement? Because your bank statement tells them how much you deposit. And if you deposit 3 million and you report 2 million, you need to explain. Maybe the other million is related to the loan, related to the unearned, related to all these things I was talking about, PPP, RRF, all of these things, but you have to be able to explain. Am I right? So when you report sales tax and you want to, number one, break the sales tax sales into taxable, non-taxable. They're non-taxable sales. Like for restaurant, your total sales cannot be applied to pay sales tax because part of your sales is what? Is tips. Tips is not sales tax taxable. So you would split it up. So let's say if you made $100 sales and your tips is 20, then your taxable sales is 80, and then your tips is 20. You want to report the 100, but you want to only give the taxes on the 80 for sales tax. That's why sales tax has this very benign and hard to define terms called taxable, non-taxable, is making people really confused because we think of income tax too. So in sales tax work, sales taxable means the income need to pay sales tax. Non-taxable means the income do not need to pay sales tax. Okay, so for example, in the cleaning business, if you clean commercial and you would charge sales tax, then if you clean residential, you would not charge sales tax, right? So these are taxable, non-taxable. So these two numbers add together should equal to your total income that you will report for your income tax. And it should equal to your bank deposit. It's so clean. You don't deposit anything else but sales, right? So these are things, and we want to, make every business owner understand why that is so critical for you to realize, and what can make people think you underreported income. I hope this 30 minutes offers you that light bulbs. You suddenly goes, oh yeah, Ying, I understand what you're saying. I always have trouble to know what I deposited because my accountant always says that, why do you have so much deposit, but you only reported, some sales? So now you got the answer. And don't let your accountant give you that kind of comment. Offer the answer to them ahead of time. And that way they do better job for you. And, as accountant, and we can work your numbers and making sure you're tax efficient as much as possible. All right. So I think this concludes our 30 minutes. And this Saturday, I plan to talk about business advices throughout, during this tax season we just finished yesterday. And we had come through a lot of things related to business. So I'm thinking to put together a webinar, talk about the challenges and the plan for the rest of the 2020. And you probably got the wind of recession you got the wind of great resignation, you got the wind of, labor shortage, all of these things. As a business owner, you understand what I'm talking about. And I want to give you a talk that bring you to other people's reality. Because in business world, if you are just doing business on your own without knowing how other people is doing, it can be a lonely game. But if I tell you your problem is not unique and other people having that problem as well, this is what the best practice so far I see. I think that will give you some a good assurance to carry you through the difficult time and to really grow your business to the next level. After pandemic, the business endeavors is not the same. It doesn't matter what business you're doing. We are in a totally different business world. So Saturday, we tackled that. I'll see you on Saturday. And it's so good to have you here. And thank you for listening to me all this time. Bye-bye.